What is going on, guys? It is Os with Gone in 16. Yes, the thumbnail is true. I've sold all my cars, selling the house, sold the house. A lot of new things to come, a lot of things to update you guys on, but we're not going anywhere. Let me explain. All right, gonna give this a go. Ah! Woo! So guys, yeah, I've sold all of my cars. I sold the Acura RSX Type S. I sold the Mazda RX8. And I also sold the Toyota Supra. And I have new beginnings. I have new things that I want to accomplish. So really the backstory on it all is the Toyota Supra, the dealership offered me $2,000 more than what I paid for the car. And I felt like at a time, the car market, if you guys haven't paid attention, new car prices, used car prices, they're going down. We can negotiate again a little bit. But I felt like it was a good time to get rid of the cars, especially the used cars. And the Supra was too good of a deal to pass up. It's like, okay, I've driven it for a couple thousand miles. You guys gave me $2,000 over sticker. Now, granted, I paid sticker for that car. So I was able to film all the content with it. And guess what? That car is still sitting on that dealership's lot. And now they have it priced at like $300 more than what they gave me. Those guys are losing and have lost money on that car. The Acura RSX Type S, sold it to somebody out in Nevada. I finished the build series on that car. I was going to turbocharge that car and do some different things, but I feel where used car prices are going. I bought that car at a peak. I bought the RX8 at a peak. Unless I wanted to hang on to them for several years, I felt like now before the market turned. And so the Acura RSX, it's been gone for a couple months. Supra's actually been gone since November, and the RX8 was the last man standing. But the RSX Type S, I liked it. It was fun, but I did my entire build that I wanted to do on the car. And the next thing is do I turbocharge it? Do I supercharge it? And I just didn't want to put the money into it. The Mazda RX8 for me was the hardest car to sell, and it's one that I still regret selling. RX8s are a ticking time bomb. You never know how long they're going to last. Mine ran strong. I put about 7,000 miles on it in the year that I owned it. I sold it for, I don't know, about $800 less than what I paid for it. And I drove it for, a year, got to experience it. The rotary platform, guys, is so underrated. And the RX8 was super hard for me to get rid of. It was featured in a commercial not too long ago. And I'll throw some B-roll clips for you guys. But a company paid me to feature that car in a video for a credit commercial. So I actually made some money on that in December. But the RX8 was the hardest one for me to sell just because that car was special. I really like that car. I think it's a testament to cars don't always have to be fast to be something that you like or enthusiasts like. But the RX8, that one stings. That one hurts. The Supra, I'm okay getting rid of. I made money on it. I made content on it. For me, I'm a manual guy, and that was my first auto. Although the auto in the Supra was really good, I want to go back to a manual. And I have some cars, plural, coming to the channel. So guys, this isn't just, hey, I sold all my cars, I'm done, or hey, or anything like that. I got cars coming. And the next video that you guys will see on the channel is a reveal of a new car that I have that I think is vastly underrated. So another thing that's happening kind of in life right now is we've sold our house. We are moving somewhere closer. And so for me, to minimize car payments for, the past, I don't know, 3 months or so, and then also into the next couple months, just helped me save up some money to buy some camera equipment and some other stuff for the channel. So a lot of big things happening. So definitely made some life choices to reduce my payments. And also another factor in this, guys, my 3000 GT, if you guys haven't saw my videos on that, I lost a lot of money on that car. So any money I can make up by selling cars, moving or shifting cars, and I can still get content out of it, helps me out. Now, I still, from selling all my cars, I still owe money on the yellow car. I've paid off a vast majority of it. So I've kind of made some deals here and there to try and put myself in a better financial situation. But I love the Supra. Anybody who owns one, they're awesome. For my subscribers who have watched my Supra content, I'm super grateful for you guys. I am going in a totally new direction, a new platform that I'm excited to share with you guys that I picked up last Saturday. And have been driving it around and have some fun impressions and things to do. And I have another car coming sometime a little bit later this year. So guys, this isn't the end. This is just the start. I made some financial decisions. I also saw that where the market was going, that I could capitalize on it before prices went even further. Because if I would have held on to the RSX, You know, before COVID, before all that, those cars were 4 or 5 grand, you know, and I bought that car around 13,000. So definitely paid a premium for it. The RX8, I do think those over time will probably hold their value, but they're so rare, they're so hard to find. But I'm gonna miss that car. The Supra, I'm okay getting rid of. I made money on it, I made content on it, I like it. There's times that I do miss it just because of the looks. I think a manual, if you could get one for the right price, is the way to go. But the automatic in that car is no slouch, and for an auto, it actually really surprised me, and actually really enjoyed it. So those are just a couple updates, guys. No, I'm not riding around in the crazy coupe, although maybe I was there for a minute because I didn't have any cars. But and a shout out to my buddy Josh for giving me a sweet hat. I love this thing, and hopefully maybe I can work out a deal with them so you guys can get them for the channel. But guys, thank you guys so much for supporting. This is not goodbye. This is just another start. And if you guys have been following my channel, I do this quite a bit. Thank you guys for watching. We will catch you on the next video. Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Awesome with Gone in 60. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So surprisingly, my Mazda RX8 2004 is in a commercial today, which is crazy. These guys reached out to me and they're like, hey, we'll pay you money to put your car in a commercial. So it's actually pretty cool. Some of the easiest money I've ever made. But you know, this car, I just wanted to chat with you guys kind of about it. So this car right now is for sale. I'm trying to work on some different things with the channel. My RSX Type S is for sale. This car is for sale. Believe it or not, this car has been the absolute hardest for me to sell. I actually posted this car for sale months ago and I took it down because I couldn't do it. For whatever reason, guys, this car has been so good to me, and it's a rotary, and people say they're really unreliable. You know, people have said, Austin, you moved from a super unreliable 3000 GT VR4 to a rotary, and which is true, but this car has been awesome. I've taken on long road trips. I have really enjoyed this car. This is, even though maybe for the channel, it hasn't been as popular as some of the other cars, and I get it because it's not newer, it's not super fast. I hope I can create some videos for you guys that sheds even more of the light on just how amazing this platform is. But it has been the hardest car for me to sell out of all of the cars I've owned that cost way more than what this car costs. So I don't know, I might not sell it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like my RX8 content? You know, I recently just released the video of my RX8 racing my RSX Type S, but from just sitting in this car, just to comfort, to just the sound, I think the sound is really what gets me. Is just, there's nothing like it that I've driven. How lightweight this car is, how high it revs, how it handles. But this car has been awesome to me, and anybody that sees this car in person, they're like, that car is 18 years old, and I don't know. So let me know what you guys think, but I think it's pretty cool. One of my cheapest, actually, let's see, the cheapest car I have bought and put on the channel is actually the one making money and surprisingly getting in video shoots for commercials. So if I actually get a copy of the commercial, I'll try and throw it in the video. But let me know what you guys would like to see. Do you guys like more RX8 content? As it sits right now, I'm kind of think of pulling this car and not selling it. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to find another one in the condition that this one's in. The motor feels really strong. It drives great, it handles great. Like, I think it'd be a car that I'd miss. Now the RSX Type S, I like. Not crazy about it. I've spent a lot of money on it. I'd like to turbocharge that car and supercharge that car. I know some of these older cars for you guys might not be the most entertaining for you guys to watch or like, because you're not out there shopping for these cars. But for me, you know, it reminds me of high school. It reminds me of Fast and Furious. It reminds me of good times. There's mechanical things that these cars have that in today's world of tech, of digital, of just all these different screens, there's something to be said about, you know, cars created in the late 90s, early 2000s, and just the mechanical feel of it. The RSX, that car is so clean, drives so good, shifts so smooth, and I like it. I think if that car was turbocharged or I throw a tune on it, it'd be a lot of fun. So I'm kind of playing around with a couple things on the channel. I don't know if I'll sell both these cars. I'm actually thinking of taking this listing down just because I like this car too much, and it's been too good to me. But anyways, if I get a shot of the commercial, I'll throw it in here for you guys. But hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let me know what you guys like to see in terms of the channel, content, videos, what you'd like to see next. We will catch you guys on the next video. Well, I think for me, what makes it hard for me to actually want to sell this car is they're so hard to find, in the condition that this car is in. A lot of them have had rebuilds on them already, and I know I'm kind of, you know, dancing a fine line of when my apex seals are going to give out on my rotary, but this car, it feels so strong, it feels healthy, and finding it in the condition this car's in, it'd take me a lot of money to buy something this clean. This car is well maintained. I know it was properly cared for before I got it, and that's a huge part of getting a rotary. And that's the thing that's tough for me, is something, if you haven't experienced a rotary engine, are they powerful? No, not really. But man, when they rev really high, when you take it through a canyon, when you find there's just so many things. This car, the sound system, and the Bose sound system sounds amazing. The seats on this car are super comfortable. Sure, there's some weird quirks here and there with the car, but at the end of the day, it's actually really clean and it's a lot of fun. And that's where I struggle wanting to sell the car, is the money I would get back on it isn't really worth it to me, what this car means. So I don't know, we'll see. I've priced it to a point where if I do sell it, it would be easier to get rid of, but I've taken this car down once before, and I think I'm gonna do it again.